Sure. It's one of those things like it's just another tool we can use to observe for violations. It's a completely different perspective when you are elevated and you have the same view as a truck driver, as opposed to when you're in a police car or on the side of the road. And so it stands out a little bit more. And then obviously, if we're parked on the side of the road or following a semi or a tractor trailer, we're not going to see those violations because people are driving better when you see a police car. So if we are inside of in the truck calling out violations as they happen, we can stop that violator and address that issue. We have several troopers here today. I think we have over 15 troopers, I think, quite a few. And they're going to be stationed throughout the route that we're going to be traveling. And as the violations are called out, that trooper will find that vehicle. The trooper that's in the truck will observe it and let them know which vehicle to stop and what the violation was. Well, it's definitely been met with curiosity. The guys in Indianapolis that have done this, the troopers down there, they know what to expect. Our troopers here at Lowell, this is a brand new detail for us, so it's a little bit of learning to it. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. We're excited to see the results and see what the public thinks of it. I know that a lot of the truck drivers are excited about it because we're looking at passenger cars and the violations that cause them safety concerns as you're driving sometimes up to an 80,000-pound vehicle going down the road. So, and the violations we're looking for are not only cutting trucks off, but we're looking for cell phone usage, distracted driving. So cell phone usage, that's the key one right now that we're looking at today. We'll be looking at speed, obviously unsafe lane movement, and following too closely. So those are the main violations we're going to be concentrating on this morning. Lake County, where we're at today, is the #2 crash county in the state. So we have a high crash activity here on the Borman Expressway. Daily we have lane closures because of crashes. We had the lane closure this morning at State Line, so it's definitely problematic, and so we're addressing that this morning. What we did last year was successful in Indianapolis, and we decided to spread it throughout the state, so I think this is something that'll be growing. I know local jurisdictions have done an officer in a school bus, to raise awareness for stop arm violations, and so they've done that in some jurisdictions. So this is very similar to that, similar type situation where you're using a covert vehicle to observe for violations of traffic law and dangerous driving. So when you do it with a school bus, when you have an officer in a school bus, obviously you've got children involved, and in a big truck, you've got not only the big truck driver, but you've got passenger cars, and there's kids involved, in kids in cars and adults. So it affects everybody when a truck is involved in a crash.